Bleach chapter 544, Walking with Watchers. Uryuu actually wants to know why that he was named as Bach's successor. Because even he knew that, appointing somebody that just totally came out of nowhere is kind of surprising. It will cause some friction within the order of the Vandenreich, which was something that Bach actually intended to do. Because he doesn't like having a bunch of sheep following him around. It will eventually sink in and they will realize what is going on and why he planned on doing this. The other reason was because, 9 years ago when he was going through the Selektion, which is the selection in the sense of evolution, he managed to purge all the gemished quincies, which are the mixed blood quincies. Uryuu was actually the only one that survived. Although I don't know why he didn't count Ichigo because he's also part quincy. Bach assumes that he has a special power that can surpass Bach's own. So because of Uryuu's supposed special power was the reason why he named him as his successor. And he tells Uryuu to join him, and Uryuu's like, okay, I will join you, Your Majesty. Okay, what is going on with Uryuu? I mean, what's going on in his head? I mean, is he a traitor? Is he a double agent? Anyway, we cut back to Bambietta, and I had no idea what was going on at first. I mean, she just goes up to this one quincy guy, and she's like, you, me, my room, right now. Let's go. That's basically... At first, I thought for a minute there, she's just gonna have this, like, one-night stand with this guy, and then all of a sudden, the next panel, cut in half. What the fuck? I was confused because I thought they were actually gonna have sex, and I mean, you see Bambietta, she's like pulling up her shirt. I'm like, what? But then we're introduced to 4 more Stern Reiters. Oh joy, more people, I gotta know their names. Okay, let's get through the introductions just to get it over with. We have the Token Lowly Stern Reiter, G, Lil Tota Lampard, and then we have Stern Reiter P, who is the Orihime wannabe, Meninas McAllen, and then we got the busty blonde, which honestly looks like a slutty version of a Stern Reiter. I'm just saying. She's Stern Reiter T, Candace Catnip. Yes, her last name is Catnip. Okay. And then we got Stern Reiter Z, Giselle Goel. So the busty blonde Candace, she doesn't like the idea that Bambietta actually kills people whenever she's pissed off. Okay, so that actually explained like what happened. At first I thought she was gonna get laid, but no, she just took this random guy, told him to come upstairs just so she could kill him because she wanted something to vent her frustration because she was pissed off. What the fuck is up with these quincies and killing people for no goddamn reason? Bambietta gets pissed off, she decides to kill somebody. I mean, is that like what she goes through every single day? Every time she's pissed off, she has to kill somebody? Yeah, Busty Blonde didn't even like the idea of the fact that she kills, and I quote, a young stud whenever you're pissed off. But Bambietta doesn't really give a flying fuck. Then all of a sudden this square portal pops out, and it looks like that Bambietta is about to leave. And the reason why she killed that guy was because she was worried about the future of the Vandenreich. Then we cut back to Haschwalth, who is entering into his room. He's greeted by one of his subordinates, which I don't know who it is. We don't know her name. At first I thought it was like a hollow because she had the hollow eyes similar to like Shiragetsu's, but then I realized that she's not an Aranka or a hollow, because if she was an Aranka, we would have seen a part of her mask, and hollow because, well, yeah. She asked Haschwalth if he was really okay with Uryuu being named as his successor, and apparently Haschwalth is the only person that actually understood Bach's plan. And I'm still calling him Bach because I have no idea how to call the Wuchiak. He knew that Bach was trying to create friction inside the order by appointing Uryuu as his successor. It was something that he did on purpose, according to Haschwalth. Because of the friction, it will cause the rest of the Stern Reachers to judge each other even more harshly, and they'll direct all of their judgmental eyes towards Uryuu. What type of man he is, what kind of power does he have? Well, at least that's what Bach wants to know. but because of all the tension that and the friction that will be caused within the order and being directed to Uryuu, Uryuu will be stuck on a short leash, so that he'll have no choice but to devote himself towards Bach. That's a pretty convoluted way to go just to get Uryuu to obey you, by the way. It turns out that Bach actually has some true intentions. What are they? We don't know yet, because we have to cut back to Huecamundo. We see Orihime, who is at the Negel ruins, and she was accompanied by something called Pero, which is a special security camera that can talk or something. I don't know. It's a way for Urahara to monitor the situation, and if there was any danger, then he would be there immediately. We get this like comedic moment of Orihime actually saying that she was in trouble many times, but Urahara never showed up. Orihime, I'm pretty sure she trained over the year and 6 months, right? I mean, if she was in any situation that she couldn't handle, she could have simply used the Kotenzanshin or the what was it called? Oh, Shiten Koshun, right? So she would have been okay if it was a bunch of minor low-level hollows or something. I mean, I'm pretty sure Urahara would only show up if she was in serious danger. It turns out that Chad has also shown up, and he said that everybody's together now. One person, which we all know is freaking Grimjow, and yet KUBO has not even shown him. Fucking hell, KUBO. We know it's Grimjow. Just show him already. Also, there's actually something I'd have to point out. As you can see, there is actually one person behind Chad. But if you look closely right here, I don't know if this is me being nitpicky or if this is something really important, but you do see something behind Chad. I don't know if this is a person or something. It could be a pillar or something. I don't know, but it looks like that he's not only accompanied by supposedly Grimjow, but somebody else. So if that thing that I just saw was actually another person, it could be another Arrancar. We know that the first one was Grimjow. The other one, it could be either one of Haschwalth's fracciones. I really hope it's not Lolly or Menoli. I hate those two bitches. I really hate them. They're a bunch of eyes and dick suckers. But we don't know who those two are, even though we obviously know one of them is Grimjow. The other person, we have no idea. This is just a little theory I have. I don't know. Now, back with Urahara inside his tent, he says that it appears that it will take some time, and he was examining Kurjeopi's quincy cross symbol thing, the disc that they used to steal the Shinigami's Bankai, and that's basically it from the chapter. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 544. What did I think? Well, I thought the chapter was okay. I mean, we actually learn a bit more of why Bach wanted Uryuu to become his successor, so he could like learn his special abilities that he has, which we don't know yet at the moment. I mean, he has to have something if he survived the selection. Bach has some sort of ulterior motives at the moment, but we don't know what that is. Or maybe we did, or there's probably more to it than we don't know at the moment. But then we're introduced to like more Stern Reachers that we probably have to know their names. God. Is it just me, or these quincies are becoming more like the Roncars? If you think about it. I mean, you have the Van and Reich, which is kind of like the Roncars. Then you have the Stern Reachers, a special selection of quincies, which are basically like the Espada. And then you have like they have their own subordinates of their own, like the Espadas having the Fracciones. So does this make Bach the quincy version of Aizen? I mean, you don't have to make the villains similar, kind of. I mean, if you think about it, the quincies are like the Roncars, except they're quincies, and they have the German motif instead of a Spanish motif. Now, I'm hoping next week's chapter we'll get to see more of Chad and Orihime. I just want to know, like, what are they going to do? They're at these special ruins, and they're going to be doing something, which I hope we get to see. It looks like Urahara is actually analyzing those quincy discs, which I think he'll try to unlock the secrets behind the quincies stealing the Shinigami's Bankais. Maybe he'll unlock a way to get the Shinigami's Bankais back, or a way to prevent it from happening, from getting their Bankai stolen. I'm not sure, but We'll just have to wait and see. I'm just hoping that next week we'll focus more on Urahara and maybe Chad and Orihime, because honestly, ever since we had to get back to the Quincy invasion, we never actually saw these guys. I was actually hoping that we get to see their chance to shine. I mean, these guys have trained for the past year and 6 months. I actually want to see more on how Chad and Orihime improved in their powers. Orihime, we actually saw her new move, which I thought was kind of cool, but ever since the Fullbring arc, they were just pushed aside because the Shinigami had to come back, and I was incredibly disappointed by that. I know that we're supposed to see Ichigo right now, but I think we won't get back to Ichigo for quite a while. I'm just actually hoping to see what's going on with the Vandenreich a bit more. What's Bach's deal, honestly? Haschwalth actually was the only person to actually understand why Bach is doing all this. And that is why he is Stern Reacher B, the right-hand man to A. And honestly, the chapter, it was okay. We did learn a couple of things, but then we had to learn a couple of people's names, unfortunately. But at least we're getting somewhere at the moment. I still want to know what Ichigo's Zanpakuto toes can do, but we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, that's Bleach chapter 544. Tell me guys, what do you think about this chapter on the comment section down below. Also got a Facebook fan page and Google+, check it out. Like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more videos. So yeah, I'm Nurse 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.